Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back for another video. It's that time. I'm going to do some college football breaks down. We're going to be breaking down our 2026 LSU Tigers football team. We're going to look over their entire schedule for this upcoming season and what's the early look to the roster, the coordinators, the head coach, Lane Kiffin coming over from Ole Miss. LSU, since about pretty much when the season ended, they have been dominating the airways for college football. There was the big hiring. Lane Kiffin coming in during the playoffs, sitting out the playoffs. He comes into LSU, massive expectations. This is one of the best offensive minds in the country. He showed what he can do building a roster at Ole Miss, had to use the transfer portal, had to work the recruiting trails. Now he has a lot more tools at his disposal. One of the biggest brands, some might say a top 5, top 3 overall brand in college football. He has a lot of momentum behind him. He has money. He has the LSU recruiting grounds. He has all the fertile things that come with that program. The program sells itself. Out of all the last couple of coaches, only Brian Kelly has failed to win a national championship. He gets fired after 3 years. It's clear. The expectation at LSU is by year 3, you need to have a national championship. What's Lane Kiffin going to do in year 1? With your first year, completely flipping the team. They are bringing in, 52, 53 transfer portal players, completely flipping the roster. But the expectations are there. Year 1, they might make the playoffs. They might not make the playoffs. It might be close, but it's a building block going forward. If they set a strong foundation, the future is definitely bright for LSU. We're going to look over their schedule, try to predict which games they're going to win, lose, and we'll also try to predict their final record. It's still early looking out, but we kind of have some things clear on the roster right now because they brought in some key pieces, namely Sam Leavitt transferring over. If he stays healthy, they're going to have one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment down below. What games do you think they're going to win and lose? But more importantly, what do you think their final record's going to be? Drop it in the comment section, and I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out the pinned comment down below. And let's get started looking at this team. Just first off, think of the portal class they have coming in. #1 transfer portal class, not in the SEC. #1 in the entire nation right now. You retained Barry, Durham. You brought over Jace Brown, Eugene Wilson, Trey Brown, Watkins, Harris. There's a lot of weapons that you added to this team. Green over there, the tight end position. But obviously the key addition in the offseason was Sam Leavitt. This guy, he's going to light things up. This is one of the best quarterbacks in the country when he is healthy. That's the key, keeping him upright. Don't forget, him with Arizona State, 2024, they make the playoffs. Him, Tyson, Scadaboo, solid overall team. They lost Scadaboo to the NFL. Tyson still a first-round pick wide receiver, but he had some injury concerns last year. There was 2 stints on the IL, possibly potentially cost them a deep run at the Big 12 championship. He finished the season hurt. As long as he's healthy, that's the massive unknown here. Is he going to be healthy in the physical SEC? Because he likes to run it a lot. He's a pass-first quarterback, but he will take off. He can scramble for about 500 to 800 yards per season. Definitely going to help out this team. With all the new pieces that you're bringing over, offensive linemen, wide receivers, running back position, you need an experienced veteran quarterback to lead the ship. That's what you have right now with an experienced veteran coaching staff, but you have someone who can get out of pressure. With all those linemen now working together for the first time, you have a quarterback who can scramble, who can get out of the pocket, who can take off and run for the first down, but still, even when he's scrambling, rolling the pocket out, he's always keeping his eyes looking down the field, looking for the open receiver. This is a team that also had a top 20 defense last season. Their defense was really good. They could not run the ball. They could not move the ball vertically through the air. Nussmeier, all those pieces are gone. You're bringing in the new guys right now. New blood with Lane Kiffin as the general leading this team. One of the best coaches in the nation. Rebuilt Ole Miss into a championship caliber team. They were 1 game away, 1 down away from making the national championship last season. He retained Blake Baker, one of the best defensive minds in the game. He completely revamped this LSU defense. Year 1, 2023, they started to look, 2024, they started to look really good. 2025, they had a very, very good defense. It's just the offense was a complete joke. Kiffin's there. The offense is going to be no problem at all. So obviously, you keep Baker, keep that familiarity on the defensive side, as long as you fix the offense, which he will do, the sky is potentially the limit there. You have Charlie Weiss Jr. as technically the offense coordinator, but he has run Lane Kiffin's scheme. So let's take a jump. Let's take a look at the schedule. They open up the season just like they did last season. First game, week 1, Saturday, September 5th. The Clemson Tigers coming to Louisiana, opening up the season at home. This is going to be a massive game, but this isn't the Clemson team of old. Clemson not going to be ranked preseason top 25. LSU definitely will with the amount of talent they have on this team. Clemson, Dabo's still there. They made some changes on the offensive side. You have Allen there as the defense coordinator. Good defensive mind. They're losing a lot of pieces to the NFL this season. Still talented wide receiver core. But this Clemson team, they've fallen off. They've slowly been taking a couple steps back. They don't recruit like they used to. They don't work the portal like they should. Dabo has been fighting that. Yes, he's starting to kind of dip his toe into it, but there's definitely going to be a talent advantage for LSU. But this is week 1. With a whole new coaching staff, a lot of new players. How well gelled are they after the spring? But I think this is a game that they can win. Klubnik, a lot of the veterans are gone from that Clemson team from last season. But honestly, that wasn't a very good team anyways. Give me LSU winning this one at home. The big brand Lane Kiffin LSU, they get the fire, they get the momentum started right out of the gate. Out of conference, good solid win, 2-possession win. They start out the season 1-0. Then after that, you need a little bit of a cupcake game, but you need to get that momentum. SEC, the schedule's on the horizon, the in-conference schedule. You want a couple cupcake games, get the wheels oiled up, get that offense rolling, get the defense on track, carry that through SEC conference play. Next game, week 2, September 12th on Saturday, Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, an in-state rival. This game's going to be a blowout. LSU's going to win this one convincingly. 3-4 possession win. They're 2-0. With the Brandises, with the high big brand coach they have, whenever LSU starts getting some wins, they love to jump them up to top 25. It's a huge brand. A lot of people love to watch them. So obviously, they might even be top 10 at this point. People will start complaining, way overrated. They have no business being in the top 10, but it sets up for a very fun game. Chambliss just got the okay to come back for another season of college football. They're playing September 19th at the Ole Miss Rebels, Oxford, Mississippi. Can you imagine what that stadium's going to be like when Lane Kiffin steps on the field? They are going to boo him. There's going to be hatred there, bad blood from both sides with the way that things ended last year. It's going to make for a very interesting game. With Chambliss back for Ole Miss, it's what does he do coming back? Kiffin's not there. Charlie Weiss, who is still calling offensive plays through the playoffs, he's gone. He's now in a whole new system, but he showed when he's on point, he's one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the nation. This is going to be a fun one. This is Sam Levitt versus Chambliss. Lane Kiffin playing his old team, playing his old defensive coordinator. There's going to be bad blood. This game's not business. It's personal from both sides. I think it's a very close game. Would not surprise me at all if the Rebels get the win here. But I'm actually going to have to give me LSU getting this win on the road, the uproar. They're going to be jumping them up the top 25 so fast after this. LSU gets the win. They are 3-0. And then after that, September 16th, the Texas A&M Aggies coming to LSU. This is more of a veteran-leaning team. Physical team, Mike Elko, hard-nosed line of scrimmage football team. Marcel Reed, Heisman contending guy for the quarterback. He can throw for 3,500 yards. He can run for 800 to 1,000 yards. I think that's the key here. They love to run the ball. They love to play time of possession, run downhill. They keep the ball away from Lane Kiffin, away from Sam Levitt's hands. They control time of possession. They control the pace of this game on the road. They're more set with their team, more years under Mike Elko, their experience. LSU, a lot of fresh pieces. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not just the fresh pieces. It's the fresh coaching staff with those pieces. I think the Aggies go on the road. They get a win versus LSU at LSU. Guys, Tigers fans, don't shut the channel off. There's nothing wrong with dropping one game. Things will happen. It's the first season with a new coach, with a completely new team. There's going to be some games that just don't work out your way, but there's also going to be some games where everything clicks, and they do. They're 3-1 right now. Then after that loss, they're pissed off. The next team they're going to play, they're going to bludgeon them. They're going to blow their backs out. Next week, October 3rd, McNeese Cowboys coming to LSU. They're going to blow them out. This is going to be a 56-6 game. They're 4-1. Then after that, staying in SEC play, October 10th at the Kentucky Wildcats, Lexington, Kentucky. New coaching staff here. They can't possibly be worse than Kentucky under Stoops. This is one of those games, though. Don't forget, Kentucky usually play Ole Miss very close. Wayne Len Kiffin was the head coach. These games are always low scoring. Usually Kentucky had the lead. Sometimes they upset them. Sometimes they had the lead down to the fourth quarter. I think this is a very low scoring, physical game, but LSU ultimately gets the win. They're 5-1. So we're at the midway point, October 17th. The Mississippi State Bulldogs staying in SEC play, coming to LSU. Jeff Lebby's team, he's had to completely flip the roster. They had a really good offense last season. They averaged 37, 38 points a game. But their defense was an issue. They gave up more points than they were scoring. Every single game was a shootout. LSU, they're going to give up some points to the Bulldogs. They score points on everyone they play. But thankfully for the offense, they're going to be able to move the ball at will. It's a little bit of a shootout game. Maybe not a real big shootout. But I could see like a 38 to 24, 27 type game and LSU wins it. Then after that, they're going to the Auburn Tigers. So many new coaches in the SEC. They're going to have Golish as the head coach. Brown coming over. Very, very good quarterback. He can, throw for 3,000, 3,500 yards. He can run for 1,000 yards. Put up like 4,500 total yards last season. Running, throwing the ball. A little bit of everything. Multiple dual thread capabilities from the offense. But they're in the SEC now. It's physical. They're also working the portal. They're bringing over a lot of new pieces. This is one of those games. It's a dark horse game. Flip a coin, that could be the outcome. 2 new coaches, 2 new quarterbacks, 2 new systems on the team. Who's going to be playing the best football second half of the season? Give me LSU winning this one at Auburn. Then they get a much-needed bye week, and they need that bye week. That's been a pretty difficult SEC slate so far, and they're not even in the meat of it. This is where teams' health factors start to come in. A lot of new pieces. What's the health status of Sam Leavitt? How are his legs looking right now? They follow that up with another top 25 game. The Alabama Crimson Tide coming to LSU. This is an interesting one. You have DeBoer there, Grubbs. You have 2 quarterbacks battling it out to be the starting quarterbacks going forward. Ryan Williams is still there. They could not run the ball to save their life, doom them in the playoffs, but there's no doubt. Alabama, top 10, top 5 overall roster in the country. I think this is a game LSU wins it at home. Home field advantage, usually good for about 3.5 points when you are the home team. That's what makes the difference. If this was in Tuscaloosa, Bama wins. I think it's a very close game, like a 30-27 type game. LSU has the ball last. Sam Leavitt either leads them down the field for the touchdown or puts them in field goal percentage. They kick it, they win it. And right now, what would that put them at? 8-1. Things are looking pretty good. But when you have a lot of new pieces, sometimes you drop a couple there at the very end. This is easily one of the most difficult schedules in the country. One of the top 5 worst schedules to have right after that physical top 25 matchup. Close game, you put your heart out there. Sometimes when you play a game like that, the next game you end up dropping. Next one, at LSU, the Texas Longhorns. They're going to be a top 10 team. Both these teams are going to be top 10. Heck, they could be number 1 versus number 2 at this time. The Longhorns, Steve Sarkisian, Arch Manning, all the talent in the world on this team. They have some of the best odds to win the SEC. Well, they're coming to LSU. With LSU coming off of that very close win, I think they left everything out there. Injuries are starting to set in. Give me the Texas Longhorns winning this one, and LSU right now 8-2. Things are still in front of them. If you can get to 10 wins, usually in the SEC, you're going to be in the playoffs. Then after that, with another back-to-back physical games, I think a lot of things are starting to take their toll. When you have a new coach, new players, new quarterback, new system, you are due to have some upsets. You are due to have some games where you are the upsetter and you're walking away with a win that you weren't supposed to win. Next week, November 21st, at the Tennessee Volunteers, Knoxville, Tennessee. A lot of question marks with Tennessee. Who's going to be the quarterback, the weapons? Josh Heupel, the head coach, offensive guru, one of the best offensive minds in the game. They had a top 10 defense 2024. Their defense was a really bad joke last season. They've changed the defensive mindset, though. Talented team, they can score points. This has shootout game written all over it to me. With those 2 back-to-back games that were really physical, I'm going to go out on a ledge. There's an upset somewhere lurking on this schedule. The hard point's finding it. Give me the Tennessee Volunteers winning this one at Knoxville, Tennessee, and they're 8-3. No reason to panic. Don't forget, this is year 1 under Kiffin. He will get you to the promised land. I just don't see it happening year one, but he comes very close. They finish out the season on November 28th at the Arkansas Razorbacks, and I think they beat the crap out of them. Also, new coach there, a lot of new pieces. LSU finishes the regular season 9-3. They don't make the playoffs. Can they make the playoffs? Yes. More than capable of it. Great coaching staff, great head coach, all the talent in the world. But I have them just barely missing out on it. They finish 9-3, and they get a good bowl game, still with a chance to finish 10-3 during the season, which also sets them up really good next year with the transfer portal backup quarterback they have from USC. They're going to look really good next season to potentially make a deeper run. So guys, that's our breakdown of the LSU Tigers. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below. What do you think their final record is? What games do they win or lose? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out the pinned comment below. Thanks for watching.